Hello there. These pyramids have stood for over 4,000 years, and today, experts still can't fully agree on one thing. How did the ancient Egyptians carve and move these giant granite blocks with such incredible precision? No modern machinery, no power tools, just human hands and some of the hardest stone on earth. Did they have some kind of secret technology lost to time? Was it aliens? Or could it be something even more mind-blowing? Stick around, because we're about to unravel one of the greatest mysteries in human history and reveal the unbelievable truth behind how they did it. Let's rewind back to the very beginning. These colossal structures rising from the desert sands stand as a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of a civilization lost to time. For centuries, these stone giants have held secrets close, their construction a mystery that has puzzled historians, archaeologists, and dreamers alike. How did a civilization without modern technology, without the might of industrial machines, manage to quarry, shape, and lift millions of tons of stone? The very existence of these monuments seems to defy logic, their scale almost unimaginable. The sheer size and weight of the stones used, particularly the granite blocks, boggle the mind. These weren't just massive stones, they were meticulously cut, shaped, and fitted together with an accuracy that would be a challenge even with today's technology. The question echoes through the ages. How did they do it? The ancient Egyptians left behind few written records detailing their construction techniques. This silence has only served to deepen the mystery, fueling countless theories ranging from the practical to the outlandish. Were these monuments truly the work of human hands, or did some otherworldly force lend a helping hand? Join us as we delve into the heart of this enduring enigma, exploring the theories, examining the evidence, and seeking to understand the methods behind the construction of these ancient wonders. The ancient Egyptians were masters of stone, their civilization intrinsically linked to the materials they extracted from the earth. From the humblest of homes to the grandest temples and pyramids, stone was the bedrock of their world. The Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt, not only provided fertile land but also served as a highway for transporting the massive stones used in their monumental projects. The granite used in the pyramids, particularly in the inner chambers and for certain casing stones, was quarried from sites hundreds of miles away. The logistics of transporting these massive blocks, some weighing as much as 80 tons, are mind-boggling. The journey from quarry to pyramid was a feat of engineering in itself, requiring a deep understanding of the Nile's currents, the use of massive wooden sledges, and the coordinated effort of thousands of workers. How could a civilization that predated iron tools have worked with such a hard and durable material? The answer, it seems, lies in a combination of ingenuity, observation, and a deep understanding of the materials at hand. The Egyptians may not have possessed diamond-tipped saws or laser cutters, but they were masters of improvisation, utilizing the resources available to them with remarkable effectiveness. While some theories propose the use of lost technologies or even extraterrestrial intervention, the most compelling evidence points to more down-to-earth methods. Archaeological discoveries have unearthed copper tools, stone hammers, and wooden wedges, suggesting that the Egyptians relied on a combination of brute force, patience, and surprisingly sophisticated techniques to work the granite. The discovery of saw marks on some blocks, for instance, indicates the use of a sawing technique, possibly involving abrasive sands and copper blades. The transportation of these massive granite blocks from distant quarries to the pyramid construction sites presents another layer of intrigue. The prevailing theory suggests the use of massive wooden sledges, lubricated by water or perhaps even animal fat, to move the stones over land. The Nile, of course, played a crucial role, serving as a watery highway for transporting the blocks closer to their final destination. The logistical planning and coordination required for such an undertaking were immense, involving a complex network of workers, overseers, and skilled craftsmen. The Aswan quarries, located near modern-day Aswan in southern Egypt, were the primary source of granite for the ancient Egyptians' monumental projects. These quarries, still visible today, offer a glimpse into the staggering scale of the ancient Egyptian civilization and their mastery of stone quarrying techniques. The sheer size of the quarries, the precision of the cuts, and the massive blocks left unfinished tell a story of ambition, skill, and meticulous planning. The ancient quarry workers, using tools and techniques that would seem primitive by today's standards, managed to extract massive blocks of granite from the earth with remarkable precision. Evidence suggests they used a combination of fire setting, pounding with dolerite balls, and wooden wedges soaked in water to create cracks and fissures in the granite. These cracks were then carefully widened, eventually freeing the desired block from the bedrock. Picture the scene: the scorching desert sun beating down on the quarry, the air thick with the smell of sweat and dust. Workers, their bodies glistening with perspiration, swing heavy dolerite balls, the rhythmic pounding echoing across the quarry as they carve their way through the unforgiving granite. Their tools may have been simple, but their skill and determination were unmatched, their legacy etched into the very stones they quarried. The idea that extraterrestrial beings played a role in the construction of the pyramids is perhaps the most sensationalized theory. Proponents point to the pyramids' precise alignment with celestial bodies and the feats of engineering involved. The ancient Egyptians possessed an impressive understanding of astronomy. Attributing this knowledge to alien guidance ignores the evidence of their own observations. The pyramid's alignment is impressive but explainable by human ingenuity. The claim that Egyptians lacked the technology to move massive stone blocks ignores archaeological evidence. Ramps, levers, and rollers provide tangible proof of their capabilities. Attributing this feat to alien technology without concrete evidence is a leap of faith. The ancient Egyptians left behind a wealth of knowledge in their hieroglyphics and structures. Instead of extraterrestrial explanations, we should focus on deciphering their messages and ingenuity. The ancient Egyptians, masters of adaptation, used copper to shape granite. Copper's malleability allowed them to fashion tools like chisels and saws, which became harder through repeated hammering. This ingenuity, combined with their understanding of leverage, enabled them to achieve remarkable precision. Dolerite, an igneous rock, was another crucial tool for the Egyptians. Workers used dolerite balls to pound granite, creating cracks and fissures. This method showcased their understanding of using different materials for different tasks. Under the scorching sun, workers used a copper saw and sand to cut granite. The rhythmic effort and the abrasive power of sand allowed them to carve through the stone. This process, though slow, showcased their skill and determination. The Giza Plateau was a hive of activity, with multiple teams working on granite blocks. Overseers ensured the cuts were straight and the pace maintained. Even young boys played a vital role, supplying water and sand to the workers. As the cut in the granite deepened, workers showed no signs of slowing down. Their patience and skill were evident as the block finally split cleanly. This moment was a testament to their unwavering determination. The sandsaw method allowed the Egyptians to shape granite with precision. The pyramids and other structures stand as a testament to this technique. The legacy of the sandsaw continues to inspire us today. What kind of ability to drill precise holes in granite? These holes, found in various structures, showcase their ingenuity. Their success lay in clever techniques and a deep understanding of materials. The bow drill was a primary tool for drilling granite. Workers used a wooden shaft, copper bit, and bow to generate rotary motion. Sand and water increased drilling efficiency, showcasing their innovative approach. Right, imagine this. You've extracted these massive granite blocks from the quarries of Aswan. Now, you've got to move them hundreds of miles north. The ancient Egyptians used the mighty river Nile, easing them onto gigantic wooden barges, navigating those barges down the Nile. the Nile would have been a sight to behold. The rhythmic chanting of the workers, the splashing of oars, a symphony of human effort. Now, once those barges reached a point closest to the pyramid construction site, the real graft began. Unloading those granite blocks was a feat in itself. Hundreds of workers, sweating and straining every muscle, would use a combination of ramps, levers, rollers, and sheer brute force to get those blocks onto wooden sledges. And these weren't your granddad's sledges, mind you. These were heavy-duty, purpose-built contraptions, crafted from timbers, reinforced with crossbeams, and sometimes even lubricated with wet clay or animal fat to help them glide over the sand. The ingenuity of these ancient Egyptians never ceases to amaze me. Now here's where it gets really impressive. They'd lay down a track of these wooden rollers in front of the sledge, and as the sledge moved forward, workers would pick up the rollers from behind and place them in front, creating a continuous rolling pathway. Can you imagine the coordination it took to keep those rollers moving? To keep that massive block sliding forward? It's mind-boggling. And if they needed to move uphill, forget about it. They'd build earthen ramps, sometimes hundreds of feet long, leading up to the pyramid construction site. It was a slow, laborious process, but these fellas, they didn't give up. They were on a mission. Just stop and think about the planning involved in coordinating a workforce of tens of thousands of people. The ancient Egyptians left behind no detailed written accounts of how they achieved this incredible feat. But the evidence is there, etched in the very stones they moved, a testament to their ingenuity, their perseverance, and their unwavering belief in their ability to achieve the seemingly impossible. The pyramids of Giza stand today not just as tombs for long-dead pharaohs, but as enduring monuments to the potential of the human spirit, a reminder that with enough determination, ingenuity, and collective effort, even the most audacious dreams can be realized. Well, there you have it, lads and lasses. We've journeyed back in time, explored the quarries of Aswan, sailed down the mighty Nile, and witnessed the sweat and toil that went into shaping and moving those massive granite blocks. The ancient Egyptians achieved all of this without the fancy tech we take for granted today. No cranes, no bulldozers, no diamond-tipped saws, just good old-fashioned human ingenuity, grit, and determination. Those pyramids, those magnificent structures that have stood for over 4,000 years, they're a testament to the boundless potential of the human spirit, and that same spirit of innovation is still alive and well today. We're surrounded by marvels of engineering and technology that would have seemed like magic to the ancient Egyptians. It's enough to make you proud to be a part of this grand adventure we call human history, isn't it? So, there we have it. Another historical mystery blown wide open. I hope you enjoyed our little jaunt through ancient Egypt and that you learned a thing or two about how those ingenious Egyptians managed to cut granite like it was butter. If you did, don't be shy. Give the video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our next historical adventure, and be sure to share this with all your mates who are just as fascinated by ancient history as we are. And speaking of adventures, next time on Blowing Up History, we're tackling the mysteries of Stonehenge. How did those massive stones get there? Who put them upright? And what on earth were they used for? Join us next time and we'll delve into the heart of this prehistoric puzzle. Until then, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep that love of history alive. Cheers, and see you next time.